Kyle Pitts burst onto the scene in his rookie season as one of the best tight ends that the NFL has to offer. Pitts was drafted to the Atlanta Falcons team that was preparing to rebuild. As a result of this, there was not a whole lot of help around him at quarterback with a past his prime Matt Ryan at the starting spot. Despite this, Pitts has a historic rookie season and is looking to take a big step up this year. With the receiving room looking bare in Atlanta outside of Pitts and rookie Drake London, Pitts will be getting a major amount of targets this coming season. Despite Mariota was a starter for the majority of his career with the Tennessee Titans, however, after proving that he could not get the job done as the starter in Tennessee, he signed with the Las Vegas Raiders to back up Derek Carr. This may be the final chance that Mariota gets at starting position in his career, so he will be doing everything in his power to make sure he can hold on to that spot. Although the quarterback room in Atlanta could be better, Pitts is a player that makes a quarterback's life easy. He is a big and reliable target who had a catch percentage of 61.88% in the 2021 season. With Pitts expected to make a major jump this season, there's a good chance that everyone will be wondering why no one was talking about Pitts coming into the season. In his college career, Kyle Pitts spent 3 seasons at the University of Florida. Pitts began his college career as a backup. Even though he came into college as a 4-star recruit, Pitts still had to earn his starting spot. In his freshman year, Pitts had only 3 catches for 73 yards and a touchdown. Pitts would become the full-time starter for the Gators in his sophomore season. In his 13 games that year, Pitts would amass 54 receptions for 649 yards and 5 touchdowns. In his final year in college, Pitts would put his name on the map as one of the most talented players in his draft class. Although he only played in 8 games in his junior year, Pitts still brought in 43 catches for 770 yards and 12 touchdowns. Despite him missing a considerable amount of the season, scouts were still sold on Pitts. Many believed that he would develop into a generational talent at the tight end position. The Atlanta Falcons were sold on Pitts and selected him with the 4th overall pick of the 2021 NFL Draft. With this, he became the highest drafted tight end in the history of the NFL Draft. With some very big shoes to fill, many were skeptical if Pitts could live up to the hype heading into his rookie season with the Falcons. Progression over his NFL career. Kyle Pitts has only spent a single season in the NFL, however. He made it a historical one. Pitts finished the season just 50 yards short of setting the record for most receiving yards in a season by a rookie tight end. He would finish the season with 68 catches on 110 targets for 1,026 yards and 1 touchdown. Throughout his rookie campaign, Pitts struggled to find his way into the end zone. Coming into the draft, many believed that he would be an elite red zone target and would also be able to be a deep ball target for the Falcons. While he still vastly exceeded the lofty expectations that were set for him coming into his rookie year, this is an area of his game that he's looking to improve on this season. Why this year could be a breakout season for Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts already is on pace to have a historic career. However, he is set to make yet another big jump this season. He will have to maneuver a quarterback change as the Atlanta Falcons traded Matt Ryan and signed Marcus Mariota to a 2-year deal. While Mariota has a lower completion percentage than Ryan over the course of both of their careers, Mariota will be able to add more dimension to the Falcons' offense. He will be able to throw a better deep ball than Ryan can at this point of his career, and he will be able to keep the defenses on their toes with his ability to run as well. This will make life much easier for Pitts and will allow him to put his blazing speed on display. Along with this, there will not be too many players taking passes away from Pitts. Outside of Drake London and Cordell Patterson, there won't be any notable pass catchers on the Falcons roster. As a result of this, Pitts will be heavily targeted this season and may be utilized more as a red zone target this season. With Pitts likely being the focal point of the Falcons' offense this season, he will have the perfect opportunity to establish himself as a top 2 tight end in the league. He's already on the right path after he received his first Pro Bowl nod only in his rookie season. With the expected increase in targets this year, Pitts could have the chance to even make the All-Pro team this year. Fantasy football update. Many websites have Pitts listed as the 3rd tight end to take off the board this year in your fantasy draft, having him ranked only below Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews. Where the current landscape of the NFL stands, it is a no-brainer to select Kelce or Andrews as the first or second tight end off the board. Both are the primary pass catchers in their offenses, with MVP-caliber quarterbacks throwing to them. A majority of websites have Pitts coming off the board after Kelce and Andrews. With Pitts also being a player that will be the primary pass catcher for his team, it makes sense why he's ranked here. With the level of quarterback play in Atlanta being below par, Pitts' ranking takes a ding. As a testament to how incredible of a rookie season Pitts had last season and how high analysts are on him this season, he is ranked in front of players like George Kittle and Darren Walker. One of the biggest reasons why Kittle dropped in the rankings this season is his recent injury history. Along with this, Deebo Samuel took over the 49ers offense, leaving Kittle fighting for receptions and touches. Waller falls into a similar boat, as he will likely be bumped to the primary pass catcher in his team's offense this season. Over the offseason, the Las Vegas Raiders made a blockbuster trade to acquire future Hall of Fame receiver Davante Adams. Adams will likely take over as the primary target in 2022. However, Waller should still play a big role in the passing game for the Raiders. Pitts will be a great pickup for your fantasy team this season, even if you do have to select him as the third tight end off the board. While it might not be the best idea to draft him over players like Kelce and Andrews, it would not be a reach by any means to select Pitts over players like Kittle and Waller. The only exception to this would be if you're playing in a keeper league. In keeper leagues, a certain amount of players on each team are carried over to the same team's roster the following year. With Pitts being such a young player and having such a high ceiling, it would not be a bad idea to take him over Andrews and possibly even over Kelce. While you would be losing out in the next couple of years, Pitts has a Hall of Fame potential and could be a player that you keep on your roster for the following decade. As the Falcons' rebuild continues, the quarterback situation will improve, and in turn, Pitts' numbers will improve. As it currently stands, he is not in the best quarterback situation with Mariota as the starter. However, he is a generational talent and a nightmare to try and game plan against. His unique skill set makes him one of the best tight ends in the league. With Pitts being the top receiving option in Atlanta this year, he is poised to have a big year in 2022. And that's all we have for today's video. So what do you think about Kyle Pitts heading into the 2022 season? Are there any other NFL players you'd like us to cover that you think are being slept on? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like on this video if you're a fan of the NFL, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until next time.